Dela writes, my MVVs, welcome. Oni of Ife's palace thrown into chaos as the gods strike, okay? Ebony's blind uncle dies amid conflict over Tadenikawo's place. This is what we are hearing. That is if the information is true. The grand hall of the Oni of Ife's palace are shredded in turmoil as a shocking turn of events unfolds, leaving the royal household in utter disbelief. The ongoing tension between Ebony and, of course, not Queen Naomi, because Queen Naomi is not fighting anything with Ebony and herself, okay, and her family over the rightful heir to the throne. They said that event has taken a dramatic spiritual twist, one that the gods themselves have now intervened in with a stern and devastating warning. Now the struggle for the throne, a battle of bloodline, okay? As we are hearing what is going on, at the center of this, storm is the question of succession, while tradition holds that Tadenikawo, the son of Queen Naomi and the Oni of Ife, is the rightful heir to the throne. Ebony's family has persistently pushed for her own son to be considered. Their argument stems from the belief that because Ebony's son is also a royal lineage from both parental and, from both paternal and maternal side, he should not be overlooked in the line of succession. Okay, however, the gods of the land, the spiritual custodian of the throne, have spoken, and their judgment is final. They have made it clear that Prince Tadenikawo is the true heir, warning Ebony's family to desist from challenging fate. But rather than heed these divine decrees, Ebony and her family allegedly continue to insist, defying not only a palace tradition but the will of the deities themselves. Now we have issue of the wrath of the gods, a tragic punishment. In a chilling turn of event, Ebony's uncle, one of the most vocal figures advocating for her son's claim to the throne, was struck blind. His sudden affliction left the palace elders shaken, as it was seen as an ominous warning from the gods. Even in the face of this supernatural punishment, Ebony's family reportedly remained adamant, refusing to relinquish their stance, okay? But the gods do not repeat themselves. When their warning went unheeded, they took an even graver action. Ebony's uncle, who had led the resistance against the divine decree, met an untimely and mysterious spy. This shocking event sent wave of fear across the palace, forcing even the most skeptical to acknowledge the undeniable power of the gods. What that means is that the ancient sword is now working, at the capacity which it is supposed to work, okay? Now, palace in chaos, fear and acceptance. The tragic, cry of Ebony's uncle has left the Oni's palace in a state of disbelief and anxiety. The elders and spiritual leaders of the kingdom have interpreted this event as an irrefutable sign that Tadenikawo is the chosen one, and any further attempt to alter the course of destiny will only bring more calamity. Faced with the undeniable wrath of the gods, murmurs within the palace suggest that Ebony herself has been advised to retreat from her ambition and accept the divine will. However, whether she will completely let go remains a question, okay, for another time, because she's going through some level of affliction. Now, what I do not understand about what is going on right now is that if you know the custom, now Ile Ife actually have 4 rolling houses, at least so we were told, okay? And any child out of these rolling houses can become king any day. But why this whole drama became so serious? Why, Ebony got so skeptical was because of the that ritual that the Oni of Ife had performed for Tadenikawo. Ebony could not bear it. That ritual was supposed to have been performed for her own boy, not Tadenikawo. Now, they continue to make, to say things that do not make any sense, because to me, they don't even make any sense, because Ebony's son is royalty from paternal and maternal, the boy should be before Tadenikawo, okay? Like that boy should be in front of Tadenikawo. Where is that done? According to them, it's been done once in Ile-Ife. Sometime it was like that, but it's been abolished a long time ago. Right now, blue blood is blue blood. You give birth to a child, whether the mother is royalty or not, they have a chance to be king in Ile-Ife. In fact, they have one of the most flexible, type of ruling in Ile-Ife. Okay, it's almost as if they've been advanced like a very long time ago. No one family sits on the throne and say it's only their lineage that will sit there for the entire time. They have 4 ruling houses, and even before they achieve this, it's just that we do not know. But we are going into history from time to time. I'll be telling you what actually happened. It was never like this. It never used to be like this. They were able to achieve this through a lot of fight. They were in court for a very long time to have achieved this. Then you, because God has blessed you with a child, you want to begin to fight. That fight that is not going to end now. The fight that will go on and on and on and on. And one day you will hear that the princes are also fighting physically, diabolically, and all of that. And they say the gods have won so many times. So what happened was that they said this uncle is very outspoken. This Ebony's uncle, he's been the one, in fact, he started this whole thing. He's been the one pushing for it the entire time. Now they have shifted their fight from Olorinami. They have moved their fight to Little Boy Tade Nikawo. And you think that the gods will just sit quietly and watch you people cause this kind of havoc for a boy who knows nothing? What is Tade Nikawo's business with this for now? So they said the uncle was the one who started. He's been pushing for it. But at the time this whole thing was happening, the ancient sword was not working, okay? The ancient sword was not working. They knew what they did. They just wanted the palace to be a banana republic where anything can pass. People were asking, how is it possible? How is it possible that these things will be happening like this? Nothing is happening. A traditional community, no deterrence, nothing. People, everybody was asking this question. But now the ancient sword is active and the ancient sword is working. So what happened was, they left the uncle did this. What happened? They struck the uncle with blindness. And maybe over time, they would have been able to make this happen. Like, they would have been able to, change that situation for the uncle. But as we are hearing, they say that what Ebony did recently, those women who came up singing praises and all of that, must have provoked the gods again to striking that man completely by, they said the man by you. The man by, they say people, they have been crying, people have been crying, their families have started blaming Ebony, and saying that it's the fault of Ebony. And you do know that Ebony became sick after that those praise singers left the palace. She became really sick. She was vomiting blood. And then they now started saying that maybe somebody put something for her. Maybe nobody can do that. It is even after the uncle died that they found out that it was the gods. They were very upset when those women were there in the palace singing praise, casting Tadenikawo out and all of that. And it was that anger that went back. They just went back to use the uncle as to cook the jollof rice so that others will, see that and withdraw their step. They said that is exactly what has happened in the palace of the Oni of Ife. I'm going to bring you more update. Do not forget that these are all alleged, rumored, unverified information making the rounds on social media and should not be seen as fact.